Maybe. Yes. Oh my god, guys, make sure you like the video and subscribe as we interact. Yes. John, make sure you subscribe to Dawn and also don't do the same. But after
Yes,
24
my
hours,
friends, sorry for
yes, guys, show love
that.
to one
I was
another.
doing something,
And
but I want to talk
if
about
you're new
cranial
to my
nerves,
channel,
nerves from the
yes,
brain,
subscribe and let's
nerves from the brain,
interact. Hello,
because most
Young.
of the things now that
Hi,
I'm
how are
talking
you
about,
doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
most of the things that I'm talking about are concerning nerves. So I think it is important if I do this topic faster so that we can see what we can do. Let's see, let's be here. The cranial nerves of the body. The cranial nerves of the body. Let's see. This one is still running. Talking about. We are talking about the nerves that are helping you to do some things or to innovate some issues in your body. Sorry. And this one is a special topic to students who are medical students, mostly for medical students and students that are clinicians. Students that are clinicians. This is your topic. It's a very important topic, and I take it serious because you really need to understand what cranial nerves are. You really need to understand what connection is becoming so poor. Yes. Okay. As normal, we have 12 cranial nerves. I'm trying to find a picture of cranial nerves. Picture. Uh-huh. And they come according to where they arise from. Cranial nerves are, wait a minute, I'm trying to find picture so that as we learn, we see the kind of cranial nerves that we have in our body. You see, sometimes learning and seeing the things you appreciate so well what you are seeing and learning. So be patient, and let's get to see. Let's get to see the cranial nerves of the body. The cranial nerves of the body. Okay, now I have to add a picture. Have to add a scene to to okay. Movement of the cranial nerves. Now from the scene desktop. Nerves are in desktop. Nerves are in desktop. Let's see. Where is that picture? Where is that picture? Latest one here. I've the picture. Oh boy. So let me push it here. I don't like it big. It's not picking. are talking today. It will be a short session because I want people to know what cranial nerves are. No, not going to desktop. Yes, we want people to know. Yes, I've seen it. This one. What cranial nerves are? Cranial nerves are nerves that comes from your brain. They are nerves that arise from your brain, and it's important we check because sometimes when I'm talking about some things and people are not getting what I'm talking about, you find it so hard to understand what I'm talking about. So today we're gonna talk about a short session that we're gonna talk about the cranial nerves of your head, cranial nerves of live, laugh, blessings, live, laugh. Now, according to the topic of the week, live, laugh, we have a topic that is very necessary to talk about the cranial nerves that are arising from your head. You see, you can or not talk about some explain to people some issues when you don't have a refer of something like the nerves. Like today, I was addressing something of a 10th cranial nerve, which is the vagus nerve, and it was I need to explain one by one. But if I do this one, I'll be referring people to that video. So today, at now, we have a call to go through the cranial nerves. So, what are the cranial nerves? Cranial that arise from the brain, not the spinal cord. They arise from the brain and not the spinal cord. They mainly support the head and the neck. So, the cranial nerves only support the head and the neck, with some extending to the thorax and the abdomen. So we're gonna see what extends from the thorax and the abdomen. So we are talking about some like this one. No, this one. Those are the cranial nerves. You see how they arise. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear, abducens, vestibulocochlear, hypoglossal, um, accessory, glossopharyngeal, and vagus, the 10 cranial nerve, facial, and okay. Now, these are the 10 cranial nerves that you have in your head. In your head, and what do the 10 cranial nerve in? They do some issues, they innervate some issues in your body. I'm doing this video because of reference of the ongoing topic that we are talking about. That ongoing topic of this week, we are talking about what? We are talking about heart conditions. So heart is innervated by a cranial nerve number 10. Now let's start from the beginning where we have the first cranial nerve, which is olfactory. Olfactory. Olfactory, when olfactory we mean the nose. When you smell, the sense is taken to your head. The sense of smell is taken to your head through this nerve that is called olfactory. It is the first cranial nerve, olfactory. The olfactory. And if you see, let me put this picture so that you appreciate what I'm saying. If you see where it is at the frontal lobe. Olfactory is at the frontal lobe. You see how they are? There are two lobes at the frontal lobe around the brain, the olfactory. They are at the frontal lobe. And then we check the next cranial nerve, which is the optic. Anytime you hear about optic, you should appreciate that optic is the eye. Optic is the eye. If optic is the eye, what does optic nerve do? Eh? Optic nerve. Optic nerve, let's see where it is arising from. After the olfactory, at the front of the brain, here, the two arising, we go to optic because the eyes are here. It cannot be far away from where the eyes are. So the optic nerve, you see, it is there. optic nerve number 2 rises from second from the optic. It rises from there. You have seen it. It helps you in vision. It is the one which helps you to interpret vision, and it's the one which helps you to tell you that, hey, look at this color is green, look at this color is blue, and look, you are approaching a barrier. Please turn around. China Merisimba. Welcome to the platform, China. We are talking about uh, nerves from your brain, the 12 nerves. We have had a topic. This week is a topic of heart conditions, and these nerves are taking us very fast. So we want to understand what, when we mean cranial nerves, what we are meaning. You see, we want people to understand what we are meaning. So if we continue, hope my voice is okay. If someone is watching, please confirm. Okay, if I think my net is slow, but it's okay. I think it will be fine. No, we continue to the after the optic, which is for vision. After the optic, which is for vision, where do we go? After the optic nerve, we go to another nerve